Hi, this is Randy, and the book I decided to do was The Grapes of Math by Greg Tang, and it was illustrated by Harry Briggs. This is a really interesting math book that uses mind-stretching riddles for addition and subtraction, and it has having students going as far as using their problem-solving skills and accessing those higher-order thinking skills, going beyond just basic addition and subtraction. And some of the reasoning that I had for this specific book is because I want students to be able to understand how this book can connect to real life situations. Because there are some riddles in here that involve pizza and involve fruits and animals such as a camel they maybe have seen before. So it's helping them make those connections by using um, noticeable objects by students that they've obviously noticed before. The questions that before you start your actual lesson, you maybe want to ask your students, well, what is a riddle? Do you know what a riddle is? And why are we using riddles for this specific math lesson? You can also ask your students, well, what is addition and subtraction? Like, why is it important to us? And what is addition and subtraction used for? And it helps students just get to think and start to formulate their own ideas, because every student's going to have their own mindset or their own ideas about what to expect when learning about riddles. The one standard that I found to be really interesting that I feel connected with this book extremely well was the mathematics section 3. It was constructing valuable arguments and critiquing the reasoning of others, which I think goes really well with the riddles portion, because each student could take it differently. Even the teacher could take it differently than the students. So it gives them a chance to decide how they think and how they can apply and what steps they can take to solve this riddle. And the one that I wanted to read for you is called No Dice. And it says, come on, lucky dice, shiny dice, roll a pair and count it twice. Boxcars, snake eyes, double threes, can you add up all of these? Before you start, please look around, adding's fast when tens are found. So you read that to your students and give them a couple seconds to process it, and they can pair up. Even if they want to work by themselves, that's fine too. And you have a bunch of dice, and you'll hand out all the dice that you need, and then they'll be able to do it that way. And it's really, really interesting because the back of this book has it set up so even though you don't know, the answers are all in the back of the book, or a way that you can explain to your students if they don't even understand where to start or how to start. So it's really cool because it gives you every answer to every riddle in the book. There's also one about pizza, so you could even take it as far as bringing pizza into it, and maybe wrapping up the lesson with pizza. And shells, there's one about shells, so you could bring in shells. So students always have that hands-on material to work with. I recommend this book maybe for any elementary age group, specifically maybe 1 through 6, because you can tweak it to depending on the age group you're working with. I went with 3rd, so this was perfect because I think that's a great time to start with those higher order thinking skills. But I really recommend it for any teacher that is struggling to find a new way to teach addition and subtraction. And this was a really good way to get students excited about learning about math. So hope you read it.